Holy shit, is that ever quiet? Way too quiet. Alright, this will have to do for now until I can get confirmation that this is an appropriate level of music. I don't know what the heck happened with my setups or whatever. Like, things just wound up getting quieter and other things just wound up getting louder for some reason. It's bizarre. Anyway, good to be back, guys. How's it hanging? My name is Tom Leo, and we are gonna do shiny hunting. Haven't done shiny hunting in a hot minute. We're pretty high up there in terms of attempts. 740 for those keeping track. Or you could just read the title of the stream. So, not much else to say, but let's get into the hunt. How's it going, Heather Flanagan? Hope all is well. Let's get started. Okay. So yeah, hopefully volume is... Oh wait, mass outbreak. No, which button is it? There we go. I'm just checking to see if there's a particular outbreak going on that we can utilize to our advantage. None. Alright. Anyway. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Mine's been... Holy crap, is there a lot of Yanmega around here? Or Yanma, not Yanmega. Yanmega's the evolved form. Anyway, hopefully everyone's doing well. It's good to be on this particular kind of stream again. Haven't been able to do it in a while. Been mostly been doing a lot of competitiveness and or I'm just unable to stream due to various reasons. There are so many Pokemon just on the side of the cliff. Look at all of these. And none of them are shinies. Well, that's just disappointing. Well, time to hatch some eggs. Why do we wait? And hopefully one of these will wind up being a shiny. Yeah, that seems a little loud. Let's try that. Look at the Pikachus! Look at the Pikachus! They're so cute! Sakes. Stream crashed and now the whole Streamlabs outlook is just full of shite. There we go. Damn it. Why do you have to be... Why do you have to be like a small, shiny looking thing? I certainly did not miss these A-palms. Well, looks like we still have quite a bit of work. Tons of Pokemon, but not so much in terms of shinies. I mean, we're not supposed to be encountering shinies like super often, but you know, the amount of Pokemon that are spawning in all at once, you'd think one of them would be a shiny. Especially with all these mass outbreaks happening. And I'm gonna get Yongoose by a Houndoom, or Mighty Anna. Ain't got no time for that. Please don't Yongoose me, Mankey. Please. No. Why are so many things here want to Yongoose me? You know, a part of me kind of wishes repels were a thing again in these games to keep like these Pokemon away, which I mean, I don't know how well that would work against Pokemon you're trying to catch in the wild. I mean, probably the same way, but still. Same way as it would any other way, but, you know. But yeah, after several weeks of being away from shiny hunting, it would be nice to actually see a shiny for once.
Tim's deal.
Shut up. Ugh, and I'm stuck getting like these super long ads that just never want to end. Okay, that one actually ended. No blues. No blues from that set of routes. Hey, what's up? What's up, Matthew? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope all is well. Hey, how's it going, Mike? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Are you going for 2 shiny routes due to routes as 2 fully evolved forms? No, just 1 route. Oh no. Please, Mighty Anna, just don't. And you did. Oh shoot, there was something I forgot to do before I started the stream. No, I'm hoping that that thing that I'm thinking of doesn't occur this stream. Don't mind me, fellas. I'm just grabbing stuff and putting them in my bags. You don't need to worry about a thing, unless you're a shiny, in which case I will have to catch you. That's just the way it goes. Oh my. Why do you have to look like a small, sparkly thing on the ground? Every time. Don't stare at my backside, bro. It's rude. Which final evolution form are you going to pick to evolve the shiny rods, Gardevoir or Gallade, even though Gallade line has to be males only? I'm not planning on evolving it, period. I'm going for shiny rods, so I'm gonna keep it as a shiny rods. Almost missed it. Okay, 40 more attempts. We're gonna be going into the hundreds, aren't we? At least make it so that it's not absurdly high. Nobody wants absurdly high. Least of all me. Oh, a quick question for the people watching. Because apparently my computer or my streaming setup decided it wanted to change things again. The volume that I had, the volume I had it set for the music was very quiet. So I had to up it, and I'm hoping this is loud enough. How does it sound for you guys? If the music's too quiet, let me know and I'll fix it, but I just want to make sure everything is good. By the way, Tom, I just caught a shiny Manu at Pokemon Go at nighttime a few days ago. That's cool. I don't know what Manu looks like, but that's awesome. Getting a shiny, that's always fun. No matter the game. Music sounds fine. That's good. Shiny Manu is yellow. Well, what I mean is I don't know what it actually looks like the actual design of it. There's a lot of newer generation Pokemon that if you tell me their names, I have no idea what they look like. Oh, I thought it might have been a shiny. I have a shiny Lycanroc, or no, Lycanroc's the evolved form. What's the cub form again? Will you stop running into me? You're making this happen by being stupid. Rockruff, that's what it's called. Yeah, I have a shiny Rockruff. Actually, shiny Rockruff was the first shiny Pokemon I ever caught in this game. I just remember I was just exploring the area, just doing whatever. And then all of a sudden, a shiny appeared. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely catching it. And it was before I completed the game, so I caught it like it just appeared like completely by random chance. Ah, memories. Oh, there's Pokemon coming over. Or one Pokemon's coming over. it got through. I'm missing all the good stuff. Excuse me. I already hatched a lot of eggs. And still pick it up. Come on, let's get a shine. I think we're over an item. That'll make it shine even brighter if you just get a shine. Shine, 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 shine! Oh. I feel cheated. There was no item there, but still. I know there's an outbreak happening here, but there are a lot of hoot hoots. I wonder, did I ever add hoot hoot to the list? I actually don't know what shiny hoot hoot looks like. Maybe I'll get lucky enough and actually spot one. I know what shiny Noctowl looks like, because Ash in the anime has a shiny Noctowl. By the way, Tom, I did see a Pokemon player react to Wally caught a shiny Ralts in a tutorial in his Arrow playthrough, and he was super angry when this happened. He was unlucky. Oh, I didn't know the tutorial Pokemon could be shiny. Seems rather odd. So many goodies. So many goodies. You gotta get the goodies. Yeah, Wally catches a Ralts in the tutorial. Wally's starter Pokemon is a Ralts. Oh yeah, I knew that, but I didn't think it could be, I didn't think it could become a shiny. Or at least have the potential to become a shiny. Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or is there a shiny Noctowl in the background? I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. Yeah. Yeah, there's no shiny. Would have been cool if there was one, but alas, I am not that lucky. I'm usually a little luckier than this. Is Munchlax's shiny color super blue? It's like a dark blue. I know because I have one myself. I could show it, actually. Dude, my boxes have just been growing. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah. So it's like this. It's like halfway. It's like a dark blue slash purple-ish. It's a little hard to spot the difference, but I remember seeing it and thinking, wow, that is super dark for a Munchlax color. Hey, what's up, Blue Hedgehog Man? How's it hanging? Hope all is well. Maybe it's the lighting. I could have sworn it looked bluish. Yeah, no. There's no Munchlax shiny. Because if I did get that... No, you're not a shiny. Stop trying to trick me. If I caught another shiny Munchlax, I would turn it into a Snorlax. Although I don't quite remember how you evolve a Munchlax into a Snorlax. My best guess is that it involves friendship being raised. It sounds about right. Ooh, that lightning effect. What the? Oh. I didn't think there was anything around me that could yawn goose me. That's rather annoying. Well, what I mean by that is I didn't see anything here that could yawn goose me. If I saw the rock gruff, I'd be like, oh yeah, that thing is gonna attack me. Then I wouldn't have been so surprised. Okay, time to go top side. Dang it. Don't get how the camera doesn't always zoom into or when a Pokemon either hatches from its egg or evolves. Oh, so like when either the camera turns in or when it just goes to this, what is it, that purple screen? I think it has something to do with placement, like, because they place, because when it turns to because when the camera turns to it, it turns directly to it, and if you're on a surface that isn't like completely flat or it's like awkward or something like that, that's when I think it goes into the other screen. I had the right amount, right? Uh, 740. Okay, just making sure. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. And we are at 85. Okay, we are on the right amount. Oh, why did you just move like that? Hi. I see you over there. I like my Ralts. Oh, he's putting them up. He's like, you wanna go? You wanna go? Okay. I already lost track of what counter we're on. Oh, it's the grass. I was like, that was a very weird effect. I was like, come on, one of these has gotta turn into a shiny at some point. Damn it. Yeah, my sight. Nobody cares. Shut up. Oh, we're 10 more. So 2 more batches. And then I'm in 800. Which means after that, 200 more will get me to 1,000. And if that happens, I'm gonna start losing my mind. How hard is it to acquire a shiny Ralts? More importantly, what happened to my shiny luck? It just up and disappeared on me. Hey Curlia, you mind giving me a little shiny luck? Well, thanks for nothing, Curlia. Okay, there's the pond. Just trying to be thorough. Just found one on Pokemon Go. Lol. Good luck though. Oh, thank you. Am I no Ubila? I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I apologize. Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. To hit 800, aren't I? You're gonna make me hit 800, and then I'm going to lose it. Holy crap! There's so many Lotads here! You'd think at least one of them would be a shiny. I have a serious question. What are your thoughts on grifters from internet? Do you think they're worse than bullies because I was reading the question. I barely noticed it. I barely noticed it. I got it! I got it! Yes! Finally! 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 Oh my god, that was the first one of the batch! So that's... oh my god. 796! Took us 796 attempts. Oh my god, I never thought I'd see it. Wow, that is amazing. So, is there sort of ruckus going on? I don't know if Monty just came down here or if there's something else, but okay. Let's check out its summary. Been watching for 2 minutes and you found it. Yeah. Unreal, am I right?
Money's tight, but I'm taking control.
Shut up. Don't want to hear any more ads. Anyway, let me read the question again. Do you think they're worse than bullies because they're scamming with viewers and spreading hate to individuals? I mean, they're essentially just extreme bullies, so I would put bullies and grifters on the same in the same box because of intent. they're actively going out of their way to be the worst kinds of people possible just to get a reaction out of someone, or to try to fill a piece of themselves in their pathetic little lives that they can't seem to find anywhere else, which is honestly really sad. And if any of you out there are doing that, stop it. Get some help. Hey, what's up, Boss One? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well, bro. Okay, what do we got? We have Growl, Disarming Voice, Synchronize. Pokemon is burned, paralyzed, or poisoned by another Pokemon. That Pokemon will be inflicted by the same status condition. Very cool. This Pokemon's pretty naughty. Ooh. It's capable of taking hits. That's pretty cool. Another Pokemon to add to my collection. Damn, that is amazing. Damn, now I got all these eggs left over. I mean, obviously I'm gonna hatch them, and I'm gonna try to, like, if I get another shiny out of it, that'd be cool. Evolve that one into a Curlia. But, you know, damn. I was not expecting to get this shiny. I was expecting I was half expecting the universe to do its thing and just deny me what I sought for very, very long, until I get very impatient and I want to tear somebody's head off. The General Grievous meme. This will make a fine addition to my collection. Yeah, that's why I did it. It's never not funny. Yeah. Anyway. Ah! I think what we'll do, because I am slightly tired from, due to various reasons that I'm not going to get into. I think we'll go for another half hour, and then we'll call it a stream. And if we acquire another shiny, great. If not, then we already completed our mission. True, I wish people would stop following those bad people. Gina Carano from The Mandalorian is following those grifters, and she caused spreading hate speeches on X that resulted her fired from Disney. Good. See if anybody wants to work with her ever again. So Tom, I got a new game from the flea market. Oh, cool. What is it? I got a PlayStation Hits line game too. hits line? That's supposed to be Hitman? I totally think Gina might have got their advices to stop listening to her employers. I do think those scripters were the cause for being fired and betrayed her fans when she makes bad posts. Well, too little too late at this point. Got Resident Evil 7, aka Biohazard. Ah, cool. What I meant by PlayStation Hits was the beloved titles on PlayStation 4. Oh, I see. For a second, I read that as like a typo for the Hitman series or something along those lines. PS4 games are on the flea market now? Damn, it almost feels like just yesterday the PlayStation 4 just became a thing, you know? PlayStation Hits was in red cases rather than blue. That's pretty neat. No, don't release that. Struggling to get my hand on the mouse. Dude, I swear, some of the ads that I wind up getting make absolutely no sense. Like, for some reason, I have been getting a lot of these, like, beauty product ads. And I'm just like, what could I have possibly have watched here on YouTube or on the internet in general that makes you think I want that stuff? Because I don't. Like, I swear, the more I try to come up with a reasonable explanation as to what, how something or someone works, the more I want to drive my brain with a rusty nail. Hey, we're getting raided. What's up, raiders? Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing on this fine Wednesday? Thank you for joining us, and hope you're all having a great day. Welcome, me Asher, for the me Asher Tomato 4. Thank you so much. Check him out if you haven't. Link drop our lovely Starlo Starbot. How was your stream? What were you up to? Streaming Animal Crossing, New Horizon. Nice. Checking out the DLC, I imagine. I know, Tom. YouTube can be a Dumbo. I don't want a Nissan Pathfinder. It keeps popping up no matter how many times I skip it. Well, at least with the car ads, it's a bit more practical. Like, everybody needs a car or some form of transportation to get around. Like, you'd be hard pressed to find someone who isn't in need to get somewhere or has to go somewhere for somebody else. You know what I mean? But like beauty products, that's a very specific type of piece of advertisements that you want to target the right people. And I am not one of them. I can tell you that much. It went good? That's good. We're having a good stream ourselves. In fact, it's so good, I actually got the shiny that we sought. You did. Oh, nice, nice. How is the DLC? Like, I mean, I think it's I think it's the same as the Happy Home or Happy Homes DLC. It's more of the same of that, but that stuff is it's still fun to do, like to just be creative and stuff like that. Trying the new hotel. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Tesla cars and including the Cybertrucks? They look absolutely stupid. Like I've only seen like a few out on the road in the city where I live, but every time I see one, I'm always like staring at it going, why would you buy such a thing? Like, there's literally nothing in there that makes up for how ridiculous it looks on the outside. Like, at this point, I'm convinced that anyone who bought it only did so for strictly for the attention. Excuse me, here's the music a little quiet. Okay, it picked up a little bit. The only advertisers I want is for music. I never heard before. Yeah, I used to get music videos. As advertisements, and some of them really did catch my attention. Surprisingly, YouTube has not attempted to try any more of that, which is kind of a shame because I really want I would love to be able to hear some new hit. I mean, obviously I listen to the radio and such, but like even my radio station is like there's not that many hits that I like that I haven't already heard. So excuse me. Okay, tired. I need some sleep, man. Actually, why did I send it? Wait, send what? The goose? Oh. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader, bro. I have to go to bed. See you, Tom. Alright, you have yourself a good night. Asher, thank you again for the raid. Catch you around. I listen to Metallica and stuff like that. You know, I like rock and metal music. Oh yeah, I'm well familiar with your tastes in music, bro. Maybe I gotta leave it at this level. Yeah, I need to hope the audio doesn't, or the music doesn't get too loud. For those of you that don't know, I made a move recently into a new space, and I moved my computer along with it, and for whatever reason, the settings or something else entirely just changed along with the move. So the stuff that I had prior just doesn't work the same anymore, including like volume settings and such. So now some things were quieter than they usually were, and some things got louder than they usually were. So I had to readjust everything back to where I want it to be, but I don't quite know. I mean, I can hear the music audio, obviously. Gives me something to listen to while we're hunting. Gives us something to listen to while we're hunting, I should say. But I always have a hard time gauging if something's too loud or too quiet. Because I can't do playback on my streaming software like most people are able to do. So literally the only people who know if anything is wrong in that regard is you guys, the people that are watching. But yeah, if something's ever off in terms of audio, visual, or anything in between, like, please let me know, and I want to be able to fix it. That was a weird glitch. Not too much. So Tom, I heard this album by Journey. It's so freaking rare that it was only sold in Japan. It's a collector's item because it goes up for $90 up to $300. Damn. It's called Dream After Dream. Must be a hell of an album. Since the Nintendo Switch 2 can support up to 4K, and I did see some YouTubers are going for 4K quality for videos and streams. What are your thoughts on 4K quality on YouTube videos and streams? Personally, I find it to be a bit excessive. Like, I'm not like super picky when it comes to graphics and such. Like, obviously I want the standard quality of visuals at least. But all this stuff about like 4K or 8K or like whatever's above that, because I think there is something above that. It's just, and they're like talking about the amount of detail that you get from that, like being able to see the pores on people's faces. That's how detailed it is. It's just like, I don't want that. Like, I know there's a lot of people that really geek out for higher and higher graphics, and you know what? Great for you guys that you guys are able to enjoy such a thing. But me, I'm just like, when is high graphics too high? Also, keep in mind, you gotta be able to, in order to keep those graphics high, you gotta have like a very strong processing system, and I think a lot of power too goes into that, like a lot of electricity and such. So it's like, so it's really gonna like add up in your to your like bill and your electric bill and your processing. Like if you need like a good processor, like if you're building a computer that goes for high quality, you're gonna need like a pretty expensive part to maintain those qualities. At that point, it's like, is it even worth it? Especially oops. I just kept pressing A. Not to get too topical, but in this economy, can you really afford graphics like that? Yeah, it's pretty elusive, Tom. That's why it's pretty expensive. Alright, we got about 10 minutes before we're gonna call it a stream. Yeah, I'd say this was a successful hunt. It took a few tries, but we eventually got to where we eventually got we eventually got the prize we sought. Is AdCom not working? That's not a command I have on there. The film that the soundtrack was on, it was said, Tom, it went missing for 30 years before resurfacing recently. Someone's trying to keep it under wraps. Or it could just be a huge coincidence, who knows? There's a bunch of vaults over here too. It was actually someone keeping it under wraps. It was the film's director, Kenzo Takeda. He didn't think it would be a masterpiece because it flopped badly on the premiere day in Paris. The music flopped, or the movie that it was a part of flopped? Because if it was his movie that had just flopped, then talk about being petty. The movie was a part of flopped. Yeah, go figure. If my thing's not a masterpiece, then all of it is trash. Clearly. Shiny amongst these array of Pokémon. Oh great, I'm getting Yongoose by 3 different Pokemon. 2 of them are monkeys. Monkey! Looks like the Mariana gets me. You can actually see the lips on the upper lips on the Mightyana, like, growling like a dog would. That's actually a very nice attention to detail. Let me, I will say one thing about graphics is that there are some cool things that you can see that you wouldn't be able to notice otherwise in standard, and that stuff's really cool. Like, I remember when I bought the Switch 2 and I loaded this game up, I instantly noticed a difference in the quality, because everything was a lot smoother. Movement was a lot smoother. Like we got more frames to show how smooth it was and such, which was really cool. I actually did like that. And yeah, so it's not that higher quality is bad or anything. And I'm not saying higher quality is pointless. I'm just saying I think there's a limit to what people want in terms of what the quality of the video should be and what that entails. Like, you know, I don't know if that's gonna, I don't know if that made sense. I just wanted to throw that out there. Genzo wasn't a director, he was a fashion designer. How does a fashion designer keep a movie and a soundtrack under wraps? Are you more of a 30 FPS or 60 FPS? I mean, 30 FPS isn't bad in most situations. Heck, I think most modern movies these days still run at 24 FPS. For a video game, like, I kind of have to say 60. Because I do know that frames do matter and such. And like being able to have that ability to just like keep a smooth pace and being able to react accordingly if you need to, it just, I honestly think it helps gameplay. Isn't there a higher FPS quality than 60? Isn't there like 128 FPS or something like that? Now that I feel like you start getting into the realm of excessive in terms of FPS quality. I'll hatch this last batch and then we'll call it a stream. Why did you have to exist in that moment? What is wrong with you? Oh. Don't crash. Oh, thank God. Jeez. My game froze for a second. I thought I was stuck. Basically, Kenzo kept it under wraps because if his lawyers wanna keep the original master of the movie on his interstate? What? None of what you just said made sense to me. I did hear a lot of post-Nintendo GameCube tales of Symphonia re-releases got hate because of Namco's turn to turn TOS 60 frames per second to 30 frames per second when porting to PlayStation 2 and so on. They care about FPS. Yeah. And that's the other thing is like escalation is a very fickle thing. At some point, like you just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up with everything. But eventually you do hit a ceiling, and it's very hard to, like, go backwards. Otherwise you get stuff like that. What I meant, he wanted to keep the movie on his property. His lawyers wanted to keep it on his property because he didn't like it. Okay, now I have even more questions. Like, how does a fashion designer have rights to a movie as property? Like, none of that makes sense to me. I mean, I'm dumb. I know I'm dumb, but like, just hearing it out loud is just, or just reading it out loud, like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It also like. I think it's on the same level of argument as the quote-unquote Batman embargo. Do you guys know about that? I don't know if it's still a thing, but like in like the early 2000s at least, maybe even earlier, there were situations where Batman projects were only allowed certain characters, and they couldn't get one character because, or one project wouldn't be able to have another character, wouldn't be able to have the same character because another project was using that character. So just as an example, 2004's The Batman, a show I personally like. I think it doesn't get enough recognition for what it was trying to do. It had a lot of characters, but like in the beginning it didn't have much to work with. It didn't have Commissioner Gordon because around the same time they were using because Commissioner Gordon was being used in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, starting with Batman Begins in 2005. So Commissioner Gordon was completely absent from that. And Robin wasn't included in that show until the 4th season because Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans, was still airing, and they had that Robin. And the whole reason, the whole reason that the whole embargo exists was because DC didn't want to confuse their audience, saying like, oh, this character, if we put this character in these 2 different projects, people are gonna think they're in the same universe, part of the same continuity and such. Everything's gonna get, we're just gonna confuse our audience by doing this. Like, dude, nobody gives a damn. It's the stupidest reasoning I've ever seen, like, or I've ever heard, like, ever seen. It's like, I hear this kind of stuff. I hear this kind of quote-unquote logic all the time. And it's just, I don't know why that is the reasoning that people go to. But there's just no possible version or explanation that just isn't so fucking stupid that it gives me a headache. Was the show in Warner Brothers rights when it was made? Dude, as far as I know, every single project that involves DC Comics or Batman or like anything related to that is owned by Warner Brothers. Every animation, every movie, every toy product even was in Warner Brothers rights. So yeah, that's a fair point. It's something about that logic. Yeah, like, it's not even logic at that point. It's just... it's like anti-logic. Multiverses are confusing. Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure most people would understand that this character, like, I in a way, like, I kind of understand what their thinking process, in the sense, like, DC in particular uses a lot of multiverses and things like that. And they do a lot of, and especially when, like, various shows do crossovers and such. Like, I remember when the Arrowverse and the CW shows were, like, in their prime with the Arrowverse. You had Arrow, you had Flash, you had Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl. And they started expanding upon this, their CW Arrowverse and such, and they started doing a lot of crossovers and such. And then the thing that, jeez, my brain hurts just trying to talk about this. Actually, no, I'm gonna go to Facecam to talk about this properly, because the game is like, there's nothing going on. So, the game, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, like, we had all that going on, and then at the same time, DC was trying to get their own movie universe off the ground with the DC Extended Universe. And it had a Flash too, but it was not, and like, when we first heard about it, like, I think a lot of us half expected Grant Gustin's Flash to be in it, but no, it was Ezra Miller. And honestly, I think that signals to a lot of people that it's like, no, this is not, these do not take place in the same continuity. Like it would have been, honestly, it would have been cool if it was Grant Gustin's Flash and all that, but sadly that was not the case. But you see what I'm saying, right? It's like, I don't think people are so oblivious or like so stupid to not be able to realize that these shows of like the Arrowverse and the CW do not take place in the same universe as the DC Extended Universe. They're two separate things. So, and the whole Batman embargo shtick is that they didn't want to confuse their audience. It's like, bro, no one can get confused by this sort of thing. Like, I mean, maybe kids would get confused. Maybe that's where the issue is, but like, let's be real, like, kids aren't the only demographic target for like superhero stuff, or even just simple animations, regardless of what hoity-toity fancy people would have you believe in saying that animation is just for kids and like live action is for adults and such. As like, no, you're completely wrong about that. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, their whole logic is just completely upended. And again, I don't know if this whole Batman embargo thing still exists. I sincerely doubt it, because honestly, I think it hurt their projects more than it actually helped. But that could just be me. Anyway, this rant's been going on quite a while, so let's just call it a stream, shall we? Thank you all for coming on out. Hope you had a good time here. Before we go, though, how about we wait for this ad that's coming up? Yep. I knew that. I knew that ad was coming. Like, it's just... I did hear the Invincible comics and TV shows avoided using multiversal stories and used multiverses that had evil Invincible to be a threat to the main Invincible universe for story purposes. Yeah, because wasn't there a point where, in the comics at least, Invincible crossed over with Spider-Man and even Batman at one point? Which would have been cool to see in the TV show, but that's whatever. Anyway, we are finished with our shiny Ralts, so it is time to spin the wheel, and I don't think I updated this wheel at all. No, I did not. Oh wait, oh, I didn't even update the meta type one. Okay, so there's at least two on here that, because I have a shiny Metatite, don't I? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, so if it lands on Metatite or Ralts, then that's a respin. Spin. What are we getting next time? Oh, it's Poochyena. Wait, do I have a Poochyena? I didn't even question it. Do I have a Poochyena? I don't think I do. I have a Mightyena. Oh, and I have a shiny Mightyena too. So I could use that to breed with my Ditto and increase the shiny odds even more. Because isn't that a thing where it's like, if you get a shiny to breed with another Pokemon, the shiny odds for the Pokemon are even better or something like that? Anyway, let me just quickly check my... Let me check my shiny boxes. No, I don't. Okay. So yeah, I can use my shiny... So yeah, I could use my shiny Mightyena for this. Use my shiny Mightyena, and then I can get a higher chance of getting a shiny Poochyena. So that works. So I'd say it's interesting. What? Did I miss something? Oh. For a dream after a dream's case, it was very surreal, ethereal, dreamlike even. You don't say. Okay. So Poochyena is going to be our next hunt. In which case, it should be an interesting one going through this particular method. But anyway, let's give thanks to the people who made this stream the best stream possible. Shout out to Me Asher for the Me Asher Tomato 4th raid. My mods could drop a link to his channel in the chat. That would be greatly appreciated. And I think we just have our gold and platinum 2 members. We have Ash as our gold member, and we have Ashley, aka Little Ball of Fun, Zero Justice, Daniel Perez, Heather Flanagan, Mike Flanagan, and Top Secret Yoshi as our platinum members. So, all that's left is to find us a raid target. There's someone I haven't raided in a while. But let me just quickly check my other subscriptions. Yeah. I want to raid this person. Oh, perfect. They practically just started their stream. So this raid is going to be a impactful one. Alright guys, tonight's target shall be Tasha Gamer, who is currently playing some Mario Party Jamboree. Let's go raid her by using the hashtag LeoRaid to let her know where we all came from. But guys, that is going to do it for this streaming vid. Let me know in the comments below what other games you'd like me to play. But until then, I am Tom Leo. You've been amazingly fantabulous people, and I am signing off. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next stream. Peace!